Hey, and congratulations on making it this far here through this training series. This here will be the last video in this introduction series to Python programming. And the last thing I want to go through with you is, how do you take a project? We have been until now working in PyCharm in a project. And of course, you can't give the whole project to somebody. If you want to complete this here, you need to compile this whole project with all the dependency between different files and modules you have used and so on. You need to take all that and you need to compile it into one file. And that file should be an executable that can install when you give it to somebody and they click it, and now it installs on their computer. So that's kind of the last step. Hey and welcome here. I'm Thorkild Brunsnaes, and this is Python Learning by Doing. I strongly believe that learning by doing, that's the way that works the best. It is for me, I can tell you. So try to follow this, these chapters here, and do what I'm showing on the screen. Follow it on your own computer, and when you have gone through all the different chapters, I promise you, you will be an excellent programmer. Well, let's grab a cup of coffee and then let's just get going. We will use our little program we made that was like a quiz with 3 questions, and you had to answer A, B, or C as correct choices, and it would keep track of your score as well. For that program, we were in our Learning by Doing folder. That's where I had my files. And I had 2 files that were part of this program. There was the app question.py, which was my main program file. And then there was one here where I had a class definition of the question prompts. So these 2 are really my program. And those I want to convert. And to do that, we will use something called app or AutoPy to exe, and we need to install that. So we will go here to our, we'll go here and we will write cmd, and we want the command prompt here to run as administrator. And then we simply say activate main . Okay, it wouldn't do that. Then we try pip install, and then it's auto dash py dash to dash exe. And let's see if it will install that for us. Yeah. And now we can simply run the program by writing AutoPy to exe. It will take a little while before it starts up. And now we will simply choose the path up here to the main program file in our project folder. So we need to go to our project folder. This Windows, this users, that's the user I have here. And then we need PyCharm projects and Learning by Doing in my case. And then it was the app questions, or the app question. And we will select that one. And I now have to make the choice here whether it's one directory or one file. If you only have one file in your program, you can go with the one file option. But in my case here, we have 2 files. So we will have to work with the one directory option. And then we have to choose whether we want the console window on or not. And in most cases, you want a Windows-based and then hide the console. And in my case here, we are writing the answers and so on in the console window. So we definitely don't want the console-based. Next is asking you for an icon here. And if you don't have an icon, you can download from the Microsoft Store this Icon Edit 2. It's a small little software that can create icons for you, and it's free. And I actually just downloaded it here, and I made a little simple icon for it here called Quiz. Then I can install on my desktop, and then we can point to that one. But if you don't have or don't want to use the Icon Edit 2, I will challenge you a bit. That could be a good project for a little software to make an icon editor. So I actually moved the icon into my project folder, and from there we should be able to point to it. So let's get down here to users, here, shoot, PyCharm projects, learning by doing. And here we should have an, let's just say all files should be in here, there, quiz icon. So now we have chosen the icon for it. We will now have to add all the other files in this project. And in my case here, it's very simple. I had two files. So there's the app question, and then there was the other one defining the class. You can also add folders if you have files organized in folders. But in this case here, it's very simple. So I'll just say add, and you can see you can both add files and folders here. In my case, it's just files. So I had my app question, and I had my question down here. So that's basically it. That's my files. The next pane here, that's for the advanced settings. And normally you don't use that, but if you run into any kind of problems or issues with your conversion, it can be that you don't have access to a certain module and you have to point to it. This is where you do it. But in this case here, we don't have any modules or anything, so we don't need to use it. So we will go down to settings instead. And here in settings, you can see we can choose the output folder. And let's just say we put it on the desktop here. And just like that, we are now ready to convert and hit the convert button here. So we'll do that, and it is now running. And when the program has finished running, you can see I chose to install on my desktop. Here is the folder with the program in. And down here we have, you can see even the icon and the app.question. And now it's ready to click on, and we are good to go. That concludes this chapter of Python Learning by Doing. Make sure that you follow all the following chapters and go through the entire series. Also make sure to hit both the like and the subscribe buttons, because that would help me to keep creating programs like this. So thank you for doing that. And here after this there will be a link on the screen, and that will be to the next episode in this series of 26 videos. So take another cup of coffee and get ready for the next episode.